But now you guys will be able to see a couple of Icelandic sheep over there. It's here on the right side. And the Icelandic sheep have been important in the Icelandic cuisine for many years. So the sheep were brought here with settlers, and their wool kind of adapted to the harsh weather conditions here, and so it became almost water resistant. So when you were wearing a sweater and it rains on you, will adapt water or wool sweaters throughout every season of the year. And also during the lambing season, which is exactly now, May, June, that's when the sheep population doubles. Each sheep has about one or two baby lambs, and after the lambs are, old enough, about 2 weeks, to be able to walk around by themselves, then they are let loose out into the mountains, and they just are free. And that means that they're eating all kinds of flowers and berries and grasses and leaves, spices, mosses, you name it, they eat it. And that kind of means that they're like self-marinating. That's why the Icelandic lamb tastes so good. It has a specific stamp, so it's like Icelandic lamb stamp, and instead of just any other lamb, it has a stamp, which is pretty cool. Here you guys can see on our left side some baby lambs, super cute. But you can see there are a couple of colors, and there's actually a recipe, or you could say a recipe, for the Icelandic wool sweater. It's just know what it has these zigzag lines. Yes. So there's actually a recipe on. So I'll tell you how that is. So the zigzag lines, they represent mountains. So the base color of these sweaters are traditionally white, because the cheapest and the most common color is white. And so for the mountains, then we have black, because that's the second most common color, or the second cheapest as well. So that's for the mountains. And then we have this brown color, and that is the most rare color for a sheep. So it's only used for some details, little designs, maybe around the sleeves or in the mountains that you've already knitted. So that's pretty cool. This is how the recipe goes for the Icelandic wool sweater. But it's pretty hard to find an authentic sweater. Most Icelanders just knit them themselves, or their grandma knits, or mother knits, or something. All of my wool sweaters are straight from my grandma, so it's pretty hard to find an authentic, unless you find it in like a farmer's market or such.
So the sweater is sold in the shops, so it's not necessarily authentic.
It really depends. Some of them are like if you find like in a small shop and you speak to the owner, then or like to the person in the shop and ask, then it'll tell you the truth.
That must be Icelandic language instead of English if you speak to the shops.
Yeah. It's like at least most Icelanders that I know have knitted their own. So yeah.
And the color is not necessarily authentic, like might be dyed.
I mean, you also have like dye colors like pink and purple and